Good evening, and welcome to Focus. In the last few weeks, Lorain City Schools has been bringing you a number of programs on school issues and problems. This evening, we'd like to do something a little bit different. In the district, we have 18 school buildings, 3 high schools, 5 junior highs, and 10 elementaries. I'd like to take you inside one of those buildings tonight, Whittier Junior High School, for a look at the school and some student activities. Your host, Nick Hutlock, Principal.
Thank you, Wendy. Welcome. I'm Nicholas Hutlock, Principal here at Whittier School. Today we would like to take you on a short visit to some of the activities we have here at Whittier and to meet some of our students and teachers. The Whittier Video Scene Club will be your host for today's visit.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Ford.
I'm Kim Matera, and this is Volume 2, Issue 1 of the Whittier Scene magazine.
In this program, we are going to bring you some of the highlights of this school year at Whittier.
Let's start with the 7th grade outdoor experience at French Creek Reservation.
Each fall, the 7th graders hike out to French Creek, where they are introduced to outdoor skills. They also spend some time relating things they have learned to skills they have already developed in school.
Roll the tape, please.
But you got to have it made so you could live in it.
Live in it?
So Hermit Dave can have a place to sleep.
Let's check this out.
Oh, there is too.
This is Mr. Frank, a science teacher at Whittier School.
Using natural objects, build a bird feeder. We can do that, no problem.
Right here.
Yes,
What are you doing?
We are trying to organize ourselves so we can get the most points of the nature items and win the prize today. So right now we're trying to plan our attack.
This is Miss Crawford and her group. They've been hiking all day and they have an Indian song. Could you please sing your song for us, Miss Crawford?
Yeah, sure.
Ready?
Anything for you.
Have some enthusiasm.
Anything.
Tango,
Tango,
chingada money, eh.
money, eh.
Tango,
Tango,
upit by kumbaya,
kumbaya,
ooh ale,
ooh ale,
malika maluwe.
malika maliwe. Mr. Hotlock is our principal at Whittier Junior High. Do you think this outdoor experience is really
beneficial for the students?
Yeah.
It causes teachers gray hairs. Most of the students' parents are probably wondering, are they really at French Creek Reservation? And this morning, I didn't even know anything about this. This morning I came to school and there are 300 students in the gym waiting for me. Did you know about this?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, they kept it a secret from me.
What a secret.
What a secret, right? They all packed their lunches and came here. You can see we're eating in the outdoors.
Uh-huh.
The weather is good to us. Hi, Jack. And everybody seems to be having a nice time.
Are you?
Oh, yes, yes. I'm anxious to see who wins the hunt.
Yeah, me
Who do you
too.
think's coming in first place? You know who I'm going to pick?
Who?
I'm going to pick Mrs. Crawford's group.
Mrs. Crawford's group.
I saw them working over here before.
Uh-huh. They have a nice little song.
Mr.
They were
Redinger's
singing.
group is lost. Did you know that?
They are?
They were supposed to show up for lunch 15 minutes ago, and they're not here.
Oh, no.
So I don't know what happened to them.
Probably a bear got him or something.
Could be, could be, could be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Mr. Redinger, another science teacher at our school. He's also the organizer of the whole outdoor experience. Mr. Redinger, what are you doing?
Well, we are going through a list here to find out exactly what we can accomplish in the woods as far as biology is concerned and general science. And we have, for example, 500 possible points that we can earn. And if we get close to 500 points, we can win a prize. Isn't that fun? Huh? Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And as far as, I did not make up everything. It was Mr. Frank was involved here, and Mr. Hutlock was involved in putting this whole thing together. Wasn't just Mr. Redinger. I was just along for the ride.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome. You have a good day.
Sean Clark.
Ryan Sextella.
What are you guys doing?
For salamanders.
Oh boy. Have you found any yet?
Yeah,
How many?
about 7 or 10.
A frog? Is it still alive? Can we see? Oh, it sure is alive. Well, thank you. And I hope you find more salamanders.
What are you doing?
We're measuring how many feet around the road around the park. We're measuring it, see how many feet it is.
How many feet do you got so far?
So far, 1,788.
That's a lot. You got a lot more to do? Then you're almost done.
Now we've got 1,800.
Oh, good.
It looks like Mr. Redinger really didn't get eaten by a bear after all.
No, but I was really afraid.
Sure you were. What's up next?
Another fall activity is a fall open house where one of our instrumental music groups get to provide some brief entertainment for their parents and teachers.
This year it was a symphonic band, wasn't it?
You're so very right. Let's watch as Mr. Perrine introduces the music.
We are going to present for you this evening two fairly lively numbers. A couple years ago there was a craze with the cube. If you still have some lying around, there was a composer that decided to take, instead of calling it a cube, he called it Kubik's Rube. And then the second number takes and it utilizes something that was written, believe it or not, back in the 1960s by Fats Domino, and it was rejuvenated in the last couple of years. The Land of a Thousand Dances.
Do you know that Whittier had its own real-life teddy bear pageant this year?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Each year, Mrs. Abram produces something different and new for the students. It kind of keeps you wondering what it will be next.
Let's watch some of the highlights, starting with Mrs. Abrams' introduction.
Welcome to your first teddy bear contest. This is going to be a bit unusual. We started off in September planning this, and this is the outcome. We are lucky to have an audience and lucky to have some judges and lucky to have the opinion club members take over and put the contest on for your contestants. Each contestant will receive, as a token of this memory of this occasion, a bookmarker. The bookmarker deals with a teddy bear. Aren't you lucky? Next, these wonderful contestants of these teddy bears will also take home candy in the shape of little bears. They're gummy bears. And this is for them to let them know we appreciate them and what they've gone through.
Each contestant will at one time come up to me and describe what his or her bear is wearing. Our next contestant will be Stefan.
A baseball hat with a red shirt, pro wing tennis shoes, blue and white, jogging shorts, which was all imported from Japan.
The next contest division is the talent area. Each contestant will be called to recite a poem and then do a lip sync with her bear. Our contestants work very hard to entertain you, and it takes a lot of courage and talent to get up here and do this. My next contestant will be Lisa Perez.
Say hello. Say hello to the audience and do your best. For whatever happens, my bear passed my test. He's always there by my side, making me smile, taking things in stride. Cute as a button, friendly yet shy, my little bear is a special guy. If ever you go to a store this year, smile at a bear and never fear. Say hello to a bear, learn to know one. Why not buy one? Have some fun. Life is strange at times, but we need to care. That's why I stress say hello to a bear.
Our next category is the impromptu, on-the-spot speaking. Impromptu speaking makes you think on the spot. Our contestants will be called one at a time to answer a question as simply as they can. Remember, the contestants do not know what these questions are. Our next contestant will be Pam Brown. Pam, what type of person would make a good bear friend and why?
Person who's nice and kind, so they could be the bear's friend.
The judging categories have all been completed. Thank you.
We are ready. Yes, we are ready to let you know today's winners.
Before we announce the winners, I would like to say all the contestants that entered are all winners.
But now we are at the moment that if you were watching TV, you know what will happen, a commercial.
Read the winners, David.
Our two honorable mention winners are Crystal and Michelle. In third place is Stefan Greenhill. In second place is Pam Brown. And our first place winner is Lisa Perez. Besides receiving this gift, the first place winner will also receive $1.42 from our store. How about that?
Each year, the Seeing magazine features teachers that are new to the building.
Our first featured teacher is Miss Killings, who teaches reading skills. Beckham Veselovsky is our reporter.
Hello, my name is Beckham Veselovsky, and I am here at Whittier Junior High interviewing one of the new teachers, Miss Killings.
Hi, Beckham.
How are you?
Just fine, thank you.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
First, what college did you attend?
I attend John Carroll University, where I receive a bachelor degree in elementary education, and I specialized in reading.
Where did you teach before you came to Whittier Junior High?
Well, Beckham, I really didn't teach in any public school before I came here. I did teach for some time in a private school. So teaching at Whittier is the first experience I've had so far in public school.
What do you like most about Whittier Junior High?
I like a lot of things about Whittier, but I think if I had to narrow it down to the most or one of the most, it would be the students.
Miss Killing, I'm going to be in eighth grade next year. I'd like to know some of the things that I could look forward to in your classroom.
Well, Beckham, you can look forward to an exciting year of reading next year. We do a lot of things. I have a routine in my classroom where I have action, reaction, and reflection. The action part is where you bring in your background experience, and we talk about that to try to relate it to the lesson for the day. Then we go into reactions. That is the lesson itself. Then we go into reflections, where I culminate actions and reactions. And we always have a lot of activities, at least 3 a day.
Ms. Killing, I've heard from some of the students that you have been doing some activities in your classroom.
Yes, we have. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I organized an activity for groups, and I divided my class into groups of 4. And I assigned them the task of making a reading game. And this game had to either develop, or reinforce, or teach a reading skill. And each student had to come up with a completely original idea, and that's what they did. Okay, here we have four of my students, Bill Whaley, Jeannie Espinito, Edwin Farnham, and Roy Stanley. Together, they created a game to reinforce and enhance spelling. And here you will see they videotaped it, and they had to make a commercial. And this commercial was to sell you on the game and tell you the skills it developed.
Been around for ages, but we have a perfect solution for you. It's hours and hours of entertainment for you and your family, and it can be a great learning experience. The game we have here is called Trivia Quiz. You have to learn how to spell words to advance. And the more you learn, the harder it gets. So the better you get at the game, the better you can spell. We promise hours and hours of enjoyment for your family.
Miss Killings, I've heard that you have a long way to drive to get to Whittier Junior High.
Yes, I do, Beckham. I drive roughly about 62 miles a day. I live on the far east side of Cleveland, and it's a long drive. But I found that it gives me time to think, plan, and reflect on the day ahead or the day just passed.
Thank you, Miss Killing. It's been nice meeting you.
Thank you. Ahead or the day just passed.
Thank you, Miss Killing. It's been nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beckham. Now,
our second featured teacher is Miss Killen.
Miss Killen teaches math and science. Our feature reporter is Michael Delgado.
Hello, I'm Michael Delgado of the Whittier video scene, and I'm going to interview a teacher that is new to our building, Miss Killen.
Hello, Mike.
Hello. The first question I want to ask you is, how long have you been teaching?
This is my first year professionally at Whittier Junior High School. Before this year, I have student taught in Midview at an elementary named East Carlisle. I've taught 8 weeks in the 2nd grade, and I also participated and I taught at 4th grade level. Before that, I've also had practical teaching at other buildings in Akron.
What grade are you presently teaching?
Presently, I'm in the 7th grade.
Okay. Mrs. Killing, I heard that you teach not 1 but 2 subjects. Can you inform us of what they are?
I teach math, and I also teach science. Terrific subjects here.
Okay. And what education have you had in the field to become a teacher?
I had 2 years for teaching at Lorain Community College. That covered mainly the general study subjects, and that transferred over to Akron University, where I finished out the last few years of my education, where I received my degree in elementary education.
Ms. Killing, in the schools, were you involved in any other activity besides teaching?
Yes, this year I also coached at Lorain High School. I coached the girls volleyball team, the JVs, the junior varsities, if you don't know what that is. And we had a terrific year this year. We had a winning record of 15-3 losses there. And to me, that is a great way to start out my first year of coaching.
Certainly is. And what are some hobbies you have?
Hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies. First, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have got into coaching. I love sports. I played volleyball, basketball, softball. I also enjoy horseback riding. I love reading. I could go on all night if I continued with this, so we better stop. But I do have a lot of hobbies.
Okay. Ms. Killing, as you are aware that many young students in college are planning to become future teachers, do you have any advice for them?
Yes. My advice is to make sure this is definitely what they'd like to get into, is teaching, because it can be frustrating at times, but there is a lot of rewards. Not monetary, obviously, but there are rewards of seeing enthusiastic students and seeing the knowledge light up in their eyes when they become aware of something that you're trying to teach. So my main advice is make sure you are aware of the advantages and disadvantages, but make sure you definitely, if you like students, you more than likely will enjoy teaching.
We have some tape of one of your very first educational experiences. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I would.
Miss Killing. Hello, I am a new teacher here, 7th grade. I teach math and science, and for my science department, this young fellow here decided he's going to help decorate my room. Go ahead, Mark. Tell him what you did to decorate room.
I was walking around outside and I found a big beehive up in a tree. And so first I threw a stick at it and see if there was any bees in it. And so nothing happened. So I got a bigger stick and I hit it and it fell down. And then I brought it over here.
And we're going to hang it up in my room just to show the hard work that he went through to get this.
All right, thank you.
Good.
And thank you for the interview, Ms. Killing.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Each grading period brings honor to those students who have earned no grade less than an A or a B.
To show appreciation for a job well done, the school treats the honor roll students to a day of fun.
We don't have any tape of this year's activity, but we can take our audience to the Strongsville Metro Park to go tobogganing with last year's honor roll students.
Our reporter is Vicki Shipwash, an alumni of the Whittier video scene.
Hi, I'm Vicki Shipwash with the Whittier Scene magazine. Today we're here at Strongsville Metro Parks with the Honor Roll. With me I have Shelley Pompey and Thor Ruse, two of the honor roll students. Shelley and Thor, are you having fun?
Sure am. Great time.
How many times have you guys been down?
About 15 now. 10.
Okay. How about you say we go tobogganing?
All right.
Okay.
Great idea.
Lean back, hold the ropes to us.
Wait a second. Wait, no. It was a good push so we can go fast. Yeah, keep pushing is good. No, that's okay. We're sliding off. I'm leaning to the side, y'all. No. No, that's okay.
Until you start going down the bend, then I'll stop.
No, you can't go down that far anymore.
Thank you, Kim and Stephanie. I hope you've enjoyed your visit to Whittier School today. Please stop by again.
Thanks for joining us. Next week we have a special program in mind for you. Superintendent John Pavick and Harold Wilson, president of the NAACP, will be discussing desegregation and taking questions from the audience. So please join us at 6:30 here on Focus. Good night.